So the proverb goes, necessity is the mother of invention. On this small island, at the bottom of the earth, separated from all by the wildest seas, surrounded by nature's giants, Tasmanians have always been inventors. We've powered cities, made notes, changed the tune, bridged rivers, pierced waves, saved millions of premature babies, and completely reinvented land management. But we never brag about it. We're modest, quiet achievers. We're never on lists of innovative places. We're not home to billionaire Bond villains. We just get on with the job, our quiet pursuit of the extraordinary. Welcome to Digital Demo Day for the first 2021 cohort of the Enterprize Born Global Incubator.
Enterprize acknowledges the Tasmanian Aboriginal community as the traditional owners of the land on which we operate, and I pay respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging. I'm Casey Farrell, General Manager of Enterprize. Welcome to Demo Day for the first 2021 cohort of our Born Global Incubator program. Here in Tasmania, the startup-led economic recovery continues. Many sectors of our economy continue to feel significant pain from the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly those that benefit from interstate and international travel. But as the world has come to accept everything by distance, Tasmanian startups benefit. No more do we have to overcome the challenge of being so far away from centres of business. Everyone has had to do business digitally and remotely. When you add to that the innate inventiveness of being Tasmanian and the growing brand of our island, there has never been a better time to found a Tasmanian startup that's born to be global. Today we celebrate the progress of 8 new startups and their founders. They've been through our intensive 14-week program, learning the ropes of the lean startup and testing their assumptions in their target markets. This time around, a few of the team started the program with significant experience running successful businesses. And for those teams in particular, their eyes have been opened to a new way to rapidly plan and launch new products and services with a much greater chance of success. Before we hear from the founders, allow me to introduce our guest speaker, the Honourable Michael Ferguson, Minister for Science and Technology.
Hello, Michael Ferguson here, Minister for Science and Technology, and welcome to the third cohort of Born Global, the flagship enterprise startup support program. Well, since its commencement as a pilot in 2018, Born Global has gone from strength to strength, with the 14-week incubator program supporting over 50 Tasmanian startups. Pleasingly, the interest in Born Global continues to rise. And the Tasmanian government is 100% behind the amazing work being done here at Enterprise. And I am so proud of everyone who has contributed to take this organisation from strength to strength. And you might have seen that we've committed to continuing to supporting Enterprise with a new $1.3 million investment, which will support the hubs in Launceston and Hobart right through to 2025, as well as the creation of a brand new hub for the Northwest region to come in the near future. I'm very excited about that. And with today's Demo Day, we celebrate the launch of a number of exciting new startups with a strong focus on environmental sustainability alongside fintech, regtech, medtech, and research as well as that. Well, we know that every business starts small, and I really want to wish everyone the greatest of success, and I really hope to see your business ideas flourish, helping to grow our economy and create more jobs right here in our beautiful state of Tasmania. So have a fantastic day.
Thank you, Michael, for your continued contributions to Enterprise. If you're watching this stream on the Enterprise website, you'll have noticed we've given you $50,000 virtual dollars to invest in the startups. You can do so by clicking the plus and minus buttons next to each team, which will adjust your investment in $1,000 increments. This is a bit of fun, a way to give some simple feedback to the teams on their performance today. Invest it all in one team or spread it out a bit. You can change your investment choices right up to the end of the presentation. Now for the main event. I will hand over to Caitlin Roach, Program Manager for Born Global, to introduce each of our graduating startups.
Pitching future Suture, here's Sam Carmichael.
The process of suturing, having been used in medical and surgical applications since 3000 BC, is still the most common wound and incision closure method used today. While a lot of surgical advancements have been made in the past 5,000 years, modern suturing is still a delicate and time-consuming process that relies on the expertise and steady hands of a surgeon. In surgery, time is money, with the average costs associated with running an operating theatre being between $37 and $150 per minute. Any time saved is money saved. This is money that a hospital can use to reduce surgical wait lists and improve patient care. With the constant advancement of surgical techniques and procedures utilising automation and robotic assistance, it is a mystery why suturing must still be done by hand. It is for this reason why my team and I are developing Future Suture, a new and innovative wound closure device that is designed to enable the automatic application of sutures. We will create a device that will be handheld, easy to use and versatile. Future Suture is a device that will quickly and consistently yield outcomes for patients equal to or better than hand sutures. Future Suture is designed for surgeons and hospitals that want to save time, reduce fatigue, and reduce costs. Our product will drastically reduce surgical times, benefiting the surgeons, hospitals, and patients. For surgeons, less time spent suturing on one case is more time they can spend on another case. Less suturing is also less fatiguing and improves safety. For patients, a reduction in surgical times is a reduction in time that they have to spend under anaesthetics, which for them means there is less cost and improved recovery. For hospitals, a reduction in surgical times and improved patient recovery times will lead to a greater patient turnover and increased efficiency. While other methods for wound closure, such as surgical staples, do exist and are in use today, these are flawed. With a larger gauge and little control over closure tension, staples create a less than desirable scarring outcome, have a more involved aftercare, and can be difficult and painful to remove. Our team, consisting of plastic surgeon and Harvard Medical School surgical research fellow Cameron Keating, and myself, medical research student and New Colombo Plan research grant recipient Sam Carmichael, are part of the Tas medtech lab, which has years of clinical and research experience. We are on track to have a working prototype within 12 months. However, to achieve this, we are looking to recruit an engineer who is experienced in the field of medical technology and devices. If you meet this criteria, have an interest in improving surgery, and wish to join our team, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Pitching Ido, here's Shating Cha.
As an English learner in China, I was one of 50 students learning English from a teacher with limited ability to provide quality feedback to each student. At any given time, there are up to 400 million Chinese students learning English, which is an estimate 15 times the size of the Australian population. Students are not getting the right level of attention and quality feedback needed to learn the language effectively in China. Having been a language teacher for 7 years, I found myself undertaking a repeatable process with a predictable outcome. With only one of me and millions of learners, one, I could not scale, and two, mom and dad were not going to have any more kids. Introducing Idol, an AI-based education platform that provides immediate and relevant feedback for learners. By leveraging in-market AI technologies and applying it to language learning, we provide learners with relevant, gamified, and human-like feedback in real time using their existing learning materials to support learning. This is an image representing the current landscape of the English learning market in China at a high level. While dominated by the traditional institutions, the market includes platforms and online tools to support student learning. We have identified a gap in the market that brings together a method of remote online learning to complement existing traditional methods while replicating a one-to-one private tutor learning experience. The strengths and weaknesses are based on building a quality AI. Our initial target market consists of education institutions in China that have existing curriculums with English learning materials we can convert into learning modules. This allows a faster path into the market entry. Our team is made up of myself, a language teacher, and my partner, an AI specialist with years of language education experience. We aim to leverage our existing relationships with institutions to launch a pilot in China. Path to revenue will come from annual managed service fee for participating institutions and monthly subscription per registered learner. License fees are subject to further research and validation. Currently, students are paying $50 per 1-hour private class in China. Our market research suggests a monthly subscription at the same rate would be a compelling offer. The business is seeking to establish marketing and sales material to secure pilot partners in China, and where possible, upfronting license fees from institutions. We will be seeking to bring on a developer that can assist with the development of the core functionality in the initial stages. For further information, please visit us at idol.io.
Pitching TasScan, here's Mandeep Jamin.
For emergency workers, a second can be the difference between life and death. In such situations, they need to quickly locate, identify, and operate the different tools on their vehicles. It takes a very long time to develop that understanding of where tools are and how to use them. The current training programs are still based on the same old classroom-based approach. The cost of running real-life drills is in the thousands of dollars per session. The exercise programs are non-standardized and challenging to organize. TasScan revolutionizes this training using VR technology and 3D models of emergency vehicles, which are accessible anywhere, anytime. Vehicle models have data-rich tags for every tool, showing users where they can find them and how they should use them. Using virtual reality, we take the users into incident scenes in a realistic environment. This is the first true experience of being present on a real incident site. In the safety of virtual reality, users conduct scene assessments, locate and deploy tools, and elevate their understanding of different types of emergency scenarios. Trainers can analyze data to create custom training sessions and tailor teams for different callouts. TasScan delivers a great onboarding experience, increases safety, reduces the cost of training, and most importantly, is loads of fun. Organizations pay per vehicle setup, plus a monthly fee for supports and updates. With over 300,000 first responders across Australia and 8 million across the globe, TASSCAN's market opportunity is huge. Right now, TASSCAN is rolling out a pilot program. We are starting with scanning of emergency vehicles in Tasmania. I'm an SES volunteer with first-hand experience in the current training methods. I'm part of a team with over 6 years of experience in 3D scanning. We brought the technology to Tasmania. The TASSCAN team combines industry-leading scanning capabilities, data-rich environment, established market research, and lean startup skills. We are at the front of the pack to address this problem and serve this market. We know that there's demand for the solution. Now is the right time. We are looking for a game developer to help build this platform and training managers who want to push the envelope in using technology effectively for better training outcomes.
Pitching virtual praxis, here's Deb Carnes.
Poor mental well-being in the workplace is a problem. Work-related stress has been linked with high levels of unplanned absences, including sick leave, staff turnover, withdrawal, presenteeism, poor work, and poor product quality. And it costs. It accounts for around 6% of workers' compensation claims, with approximately $543 million being paid for work-related mental health conditions. The Centre for Future Work and the Australia Institute recently estimated that the aggregate cost of workplace-attributed mental illness is between $15.8 and $17.4 billion a year. No manner of self-care by an individual will address a problematic workplace culture. To truly change outcomes, there's a need to promote positive safety culture. This means shifting from a focus of doing tick box assessments or relying on education alone to looking at what is truly needed to engage people for true organisational change. And implementing change needs to be fully supported and evaluated. For workplaces and individuals feeling the impact of stress, anxiety and burnout, I deliver evidence-based health and wellness education, coaching and evaluation to support the implementation of strategies for wellbeing. Through self-directed online learning, organisations are provided with what they need to support change, with the additional options of online or in-person coaching support and evaluation expertise also available. There's a lot of others out there offering solutions to this problem, but if you look closely, you'll see they're either focused on stopping something that might go wrong from happening or offering the promise of a fleeting expert solution without working with the business to assess if that solution actually works. Change is not easy, and major change doesn't happen overnight. With my online education, coaching and evaluation support, a business can determine what to change and make sure that any changes implemented get the right results for them. With close to 2 million workers expected to be working in healthcare and social assistance in Australia by 2024, there's a ready-made and rapidly growing market. And with the COVID-19 pandemic accelerating the rapid change at a global level, the future need is pretty much guaranteed. Initial offerings will adopt a cost-demand model, with expansion to other models being considered for future potential. My frontline experience in clinical health practice and education means that I know what stress looks like and how it ultimately leads to burnout. Plus, I've got the experience, skills and knowledge to deliver this. I'm a certified health and wellness coach, and I have the knowledge and skills to support behaviour change for workers and for managers. Behind this is my academic background and qualifications, and with my training and expertise in research, I can honestly say my approach is from an evidence base. Right now, I'm after your support to spread the word so that I can start working with the businesses and organisations that want to address this problem.
Pitching BMP Plus, here's Patrick Lewis.
Managing the accumulation of marine growth, or biofouling, on your fleet of vessels is not just about scraping off some barnacles and slapping on some paint. Even moderate levels of biofouling contribute up to 10% extra in fuel use. Burning this fuel means that your operations contribute to the 50 million tonnes of avoidable greenhouse gas emissions produced by the industry every year. And unmanaged pest species hitchhiking on your hull damage marine ecosystems and threaten the livelihoods of coastal communities. With a patchwork of strict and often contradictory biofouling regulations being implemented around the world, today, good biofouling management is a prerequisite to global trade. So now, biofouling management plans join the stacks of binders and loose leaves cluttering your bridges bookshelves. But will your documentation withstand regulatory scrutiny? Does it include the new legislation introduced just last week to your next port of call? Has anybody on board even read them? Because poor biofouling management can and will get you refused entry to your destination ports. Now, this is why you need BNP+. Our digital biofouling management platform empowers you to make critical decisions about your vessel, your needs, and your operations. It allows you to set up a unique vessel profile and generate a tailored biofouling management plan in less than an hour. But critically, it also enables you to log in and change this when your needs change or when you sail into new waters. BNP Plus comes with a suite of smart tools to enable your crew to implement best practice management. And when things don't go to plan, BNP Plus provides access to on-the-ground support and remote services from the world's best marine biosecurity professionals. And if you're not on board, BNP Plus provides remote access through a cloud-based interface, enabling you to track your vessels in real time and enabling you to access up-to-date biofouling management documentation wherever you are in the world. BNP Plus was developed through a biosecurity innovation partnership with the Australian Commonwealth Government and through outreach with biosecurity professionals around the world. So we know the needs and expectations of biosecurity officers. Indeed, the BNP Plus team literally wrote the $40 million Global Partnership project, which is driving the global implementation of these policies. But more importantly still, the BNP Plus team has collectively 50 years of experience in on-the-ground biofouling management. With 1,600 satisfied clients around the globe, we know the practical realities of biofouling management and can deliver pragmatic solutions. BNP Plus is now on board with major clients around the world in multiple sectors. And we are very excited to invite you to log into our website and book a demonstration today so you can see the future of your fleet's biofouling management.
Pitching World Trust for Nature, here's Rowan Eisner.
We've got a problem. Each one of us needs 8 hectares somewhere in the world to meet our needs, with devastating consequences for nature. Many of us have tried desperate measures to do something about it, like blockading forests, and now they're blockading the cities. And we get so frustrated about how ineffective it is. And yet, if we acted collectively, we could take matters into our own hands. There are currently 3 options out there for doing this, but they either have a very high entry price and don't target high conservation value land, they rely on donations, or they're shares in companies where you just lose your money. What makes World Trust for Nature unique is that firstly, we're seeking out high biodiversity lands worldwide through on-ground conservation networks. And secondly, that the reserves will be for sale off the plan in $1,000 lots through the use of land trusts, which have low transaction costs. And thirdly, these lots can be resold later through the website, creating a market for biodiversity. We know that if nature had half the planet, this would be enough to stop biodiversity loss. It would cost conservationists who are already making a financial contribution to this less than $400 each to fill the gap left by governments and high net worth philanthropists. Globally, biodiversity investment is a $50 billion market, of which we'll initially be targeting the $2 billion conservation sector. At scale, we'll move on to the commercial sector. Income for our service will be generated by an agent's fee on the sale price, which will also include a fee for endowment for future land management. We're an international team of passionate conservationists. I'm a conservation scientist and can take care of the biodiversity assessment and reserve management. I've built a similar assessment system for Queensland's 1,200 protected areas and published a global biodiversity prioritisation system. I've worked in conservation in 5 continents and with the world's top conservation scientists. Our software engineer, Matthew, in France, has successfully launched 2 previous startups and can build a scalable and secure online marketplace. Jessica is our London-based marketing advisor. What we need now is a corporate financial partner who can help with managing the funds held in trust and the endowment fund. If you know of anyone who might be interested, please put us in touch.
Pitching Bimulus, here's Andy Stewart.
You are a project manager, renovating and redeveloping projects. You're given A3 binders containing plans and paperwork thrown together over 20 years, and you know more than 80% of that is not current. You note you're missing key details for your job, so you chase the original consultants for the information. They have to employ their staff to manually track files. They manually rummage through archives, often without success, spending their time and money. Important data gets lost over time. A single project request takes upwards of 2 days. Multiply this by hundreds of clients and the cost is mind-blowing. Let's see, redrawing the electrical plans to start a $50 million expansion project, that's $1 million that could be profit. The larger your projects, the greater the loss of productivity and revenue. Remember, these costs are coming out of your back pocket. Over the past 6 months, I've met with government departments such as Treasury and the Department of Growth, with local engineering and architect firms, and they all confirm that this pain is real. Let me introduce you to Bimulus, an easy-to-use web-based service for all design data, project records, plans, and permits. This data is accessible to you wherever you are 24/7. You can quickly and easily source all up-to-date details, even photos. Solving this missing data problem means huge productivity gains and client satisfaction. Whilst there are a number of industry tools recording some of this information, no one's bringing it all together. Bimulus draws a line in the sand. No more manually chasing paperwork. No more out-of-date drawings or surprise costs. Importantly, no more A3 binders. Store all project data with us. Using authorised accounts, search and retrieve your data. Update changes as they take place. Link your clients to the big picture. New staff can find old data easily. We provide reports that help you budget for future costs. Having that accurate data for the next 20 to 50 years adds value to your business and your reputation. Picture that additional value when you sell your property. The industry uses the same CAD design tools worldwide. Bimulus can grow to meet demand anywhere using our own API. Our team brings proven industry and software experience. I have spent the last 20 years providing industry solutions on selling these for a 7-figure sum. Our software developer has been integral to the team for the past 10 years. We have the skill set and the experience to service this industry. Capitalise on our experience by letting us do what we do best and letting your team make you money with accurate data long term. We have the software services in place. We now need your projects to make Bimulus the source of truth. Your data is key. Bimulus will become the industry tool of choice, a simple solution you will use every day.
Pitching Lycee, here's Hamilton Murdoch.
How often do you see people driving empty cars to the city? Cars are choking our cities, regardless of all the money that's been poured into car infrastructure. Cars generate 11% of all CO2 emitted to the environment, burning not just fossil fuels, but also your money. Car ownership cost in Australia is on average $8,000 a year. It's like you working 45 days a year just to pay for your car. People are simply spending too much money and waste precious time on 4-wheels. 50% of people in Australia say they just don't have time to exercise or can't afford a gym membership. For all those reasons, I've created Lycy. We are a micro-investment platform based on your cycling behavior. When you leave your car at home and you commute to work by bike, you save the money that would go to fuel, car parking, tolls, depreciation, and even maintenance of your car. With the money, we will be doing micro-investments while you commute to work. With the Lycy, instead of counting calories, you'll be counting money. All investments made through Lycy will go towards our ESG portfolio, saving not just your money, but also the planet. There are a few players in the micro-investment market in Australia, but none of them has a focus on health behavior and environmental and social responsible investments. We are tackling life-changing challenges, helping you, the city, and the planet at the same time. The total available market in Australia is 71,000 people, considering only 1% of the potential customers in the capital cities. This number can grow multiple times once we expand our capabilities and introduce Lycy into other countries. Our business model involves charging a monthly subscription fee. The team is made by Michael and I. We are both passionate about the Happy Cities concept, city livability, and bikes. We are looking for a developer to help us build the virtual one and a robust system for future demand. We are also seeking smart money, an early investor to help us to tackle the strategic challenges and get us ready for national growth. Ride, save, invest with Lycy.
Congratulations to all the startup founders who pitched today. It's been fantastic to be part of your journey, and we can't wait to see where it takes you next. If you'd like to reach out to any or all of the teams that have pitched today, you'll find their contact details on the Enterprize website. Now it's time to make your final investment decisions. You have a few minutes left to make sure you're happy with where your 50K is going. Applications are now open for our next cohort of startup founders, ready to begin the Born Global Incubator in August. Check out our website, enterprise.space, for more information. And if you're not quite ready for the incubator, we'll be opening registrations for the Big Ideas Challenge, our ideation and pre-incubator program, very soon. Keep an eye on our Facebook page for the announcement. Or if you're not a founder, get in touch to talk about our corporate training options or to register your interest in becoming a mentor in our programs. The Enterprise Born Global Incubator is funded by the Australian Government through the new and existing Incubator Support Scheme, and Enterprise is funded by the Tasmanian Government. We're also supported by the City of Launceston, the City of Hobart, Startup Tasmania, and the Detached Cultural Organisation. And once again, a special thanks to Bree at Light Noise Films for working with us to pull together this amazing event. Thanks to everyone for watching. We'll see you again soon.